Well, we're joined at this stage by Joel Nilo Naga, the General Secretary of the Naga Council. He'll be joining us in a moment from Dimapur. It's often difficult to get the line up in Dimapur. Bina Lakshmi Nepram, the activist, is with us. She was with us last night as well when we discussed this. And Kumari Sushmita Dev, a Congress MP from Silchar and Assam, with us. Bina, it's very difficult to know exactly what is accurate in this entire thing. All that we do know is that there was a horrific instance of lynching. I think that's been condemned by all quarters. But there is this entire other side of the story about whether the girl is being honest or not. And we have to take her at face value at this stage. I think the onus of responsibility lies with the state government. They have not come out with anything. Would you agree?
Yes, I think, first of all, after seeing the survivor's testimony, she has been, the whole fact that she was offered money to keep quiet after the act of rape. I do not believe that she was not raped. I have dealt with many survivors or even dead bodies of raped victims too. So it's always, in today's India, always the onus is that doubt what the woman, the survivor, the rape victim says. Okay. So for us, I have spoken to many friends in the Naga community also throughout the day through our organization, and they've said on 23rd there is a FIR on rape being lodged.
Yeah,
now,
the FIR was lodged.
Alleged.
The question is the medical test.
Now the medical test can, till the forensics prove it, there is nothing that, and if there was a repeated rape, what we are also hearing is that there has been repeated rape committed by the accused in the past also, which has resulted in, there was in fact in the whole Dimapur area, the tension was rising. This didn't happen day before yesterday, it happened on 23rd.
Let me just go across to Joel Nilo Naga, the General Secretary of the Naga Council. Joel, you know, the fact that the state government isn't saying anything at all, what is there to hide? If this was a case of rape as proven by the medical test report, why isn't the state government saying so?
That I really don't know. Most probably, I think you have to ask the government for that, because I'm just a member of an NGO. However, if the rape victim says that she has been raped, I think that should be beyond any reasonable doubt that she has been raped.
What about those reports? And we spoke to the Assam Chief Minister Tarun Gogoi some time back. He seemed to echo the views of the family of the man who was lynched, that the medical report actually doesn't say that she was raped.
I think it was wrong for Tarun Gogoi to come to a conclusion, because I don't think he has...
He didn't come to a conclusion. He said he'd heard reports, but carry on. Yes.
I don't know from where he heard the report, but I think it was wrong for him to speak on that issue, because the Nagaland government hasn't given a press release or report on this matter. So I think he has made a blunder, and it was, I think, politically motivated.
But Joel, there are a lot of blunders which have already been committed. Let me give you another example. Shortly after this incident took place, there was a statement made that this man who was lynched was an illegal immigrant from Bangladesh. His brothers are in the Indian Army. A third brother fought in Kargil and died, right, later on of injuries. And his father was in the Indian Air Force. This is as Indian a family as you will find. Right. Where did this business of him being a foreigner come about? I ask this because there are lots of things which have not been correctly said.
You see, just because they have served in the Indian Army doesn't make them bona fide Indian citizens.
No, I disagree with that. I'm sorry. Joel, I'll have to stop you right there. That's not correct. That's not correct at all. That's not correct. His father was in the Indian Air Force. The three brothers have been in the Indian Army. The Indian Army is full of Indians. They do not employ people from other countries. Let's put that away.
India, citizenship is a purchasable commodity. Please don't forget that.
Okay.
And Assam government has been guilty of allowing that.
So his
And
father
it has
purchased
become a
Indian
nightmare.
citizenship and worked with the Air Force. Then these brothers have all purchased Indian citizenship and have worked for the Indian Army. On what basis can you make that allegation?
General Sinha, Lieutenant General Sinha, in his report 1998, he has already mentioned in his report to the president that the Bangladeshis are in India and they are a national security nightmare.
You've just made a huge allegation without a shred of evidence.
He's
But
been exposed.
Kumari Sushmita Dev, Congress MP from Silchar, go ahead.
I just want to say that I don't know who Mr. Joel is, but nobody in their right mind can say that somebody who's a family member has served the armed forces has bought a citizenship. Number one. Number two, our Chief Minister has confirmed the fact that he is a citizen of India. Number three, even if he is an illegal immigrant, which he is not because he belongs to my neighboring district and I know of the family, I just want to say what justification, what was the Nagaland government doing even if an illegal immigrant was in their jail? What justification is there? It does not matter what the governor of Assam said in 98 in his report. This is inhuman. And I don't think either Bina or me or anybody should pass a judgment at this stage. Doesn't matter whose experience is what in this field, that whether there has been a rape or not. Please, let's just wait for the justice system to move ahead and let's see what the forensics says.
Okay, we are going to return. Yes, yes.
This episode. Let's not forget that. Naga civil society, that the Nagaland state government has already condemned the March 5th incident.
What were they doing when thousands of people
How
were
many
marching to
arrests?
the jail?
How many arrests have they made?
They have suspended
And
the
why
DC.
cannot we talk about the victim? Let's not forget about that.
Yes.
We'll talk about the
Here
victim.
we are.
No, you're right, Joel. We will talk about the victim. We will talk about the victim, and I will come back to you.
Yeah.
So stay with us. I need to take this short break.
Right.
I'll come back to you in just a few minutes. We will resume this discussion. Stay tuned.